An important thing to notice about the next section of this piece is that it repeats a lot. Compare measures 15 through 22 with measures 23 through 30. They're really the same. 39 through 46 looks very, very similar too. There's a slightly different chord variation at 46. And then this happens all over again at measure 48. Happens again through measure 77. So this is time well spent learning this section of the tune. There's a couple of different ways to play the chords here, and I'm going to show you both ways, and you can decide what you like to do. So here's the first chord I'm going to play. I should also point out that because this is such a fast tempo, I'm not going to play this full voicing. This is a D minor 7 chord. I'm on the 10th fret with my thumb getting the D, and then here's the C, which is the flat 7, the F, which is the minor 3rd, the A, which is the 5th, and there's D, that's the root again. So if I was playing a ballad, sure, I'd play that whole full voicing, or maybe I'd play it here. But because this tune is so fast, we're not going to have time to play that whole voicing. It just won't sound good. There's just too many, the chord voicing is too thick. General rule of playing guitar is the faster the tempo of the tune, the smaller your chord voicing needs to be. So let's start eliminating some notes here. We don't need to play the bass note. You're going to have a bass player in your band. Let your bass player do their job. So right away we've cut down the chord voicing from this to this. We don't need this upper note here either, really. That's really enough. Just the middle of this chord. Now this looks and feels an awful lot like an A major chord that you may have learned to play way back when you were learning guitar, probably the first or second chord you ever learned. It's the same voicing, I'm just way up here on the 10th fret. So we're going to call this D minor 7, even though there's not a D in this chord. We're going to keep the voicing nice and small so we can play the tempo. Now the next chord is A7. Now you may know this chord down here, but we can't at this tempo start doing this. We need to find a voicing that's a little closer. So I like this. Here I am on the 12th fret with my 3rd finger on the G string, and my 1st finger is now up here on the D string on the 11th fret. That's A7. A is here on the 12th fret of the A string, so that would be the full voicing. But once again, we're eliminating notes from the chord that are already being played in the ensemble. So I could get away with just playing 2 notes. And at a fast tempo, that's going to be really effective. So at measure 15, I've got D minor 7 and A7. And I'll just go back and forth. Here's the tempo. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm back and forth like that. Then there is a B flat 7 chord in there. That B flat 7 chord is right up here. Same 2 fingers, just moving from the 11th and 12th fret up to the 12th and 13th fret. There's B flat right there. So I've got D minor 7, A7, D minor, A, D minor, A. Now we're coming down to measure 19. Here's measure 21. And at tempo, that'll sound like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll come back in another video and show you a second way to do this.